before we even get into the whole interview and talk, and I just have to say, have this pregnancy flow. How are you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling very, very pregnant, but doing well and just really excited to meet little one whenever he gets here.
When does he get here?
Not till like the end of July, so I still have a while.
So you still have a couple of months. It's
Yes.
going to be a hot couple of months too.
Yes.
Sending you good vibes.
With the hot thing though, I will say I'm a very, very weird pregnant woman. I get very cold when I'm pregnant, which is very strange. So the hot feels amazing to me.
Well, then you're in luck.
I know. I know. It's weird.
That is so funny. Now, have you seen a difference between this pregnancy and then your other pregnancy? You're nodding your head, so yes.
Yes, 1,000,000%. And my husband and I talk about it a lot. I don't know if it's just because our life is so much different than it was before we had our daughter, but chasing around a toddler while being pregnant changes the game completely. And I don't know if all my symptoms now just come from her or if they come from the actual pregnancy, but I don't eat as much. I don't have cravings. I just snack on toddler food. And I just am 10 times more tired, but I think that's because of her.
Yeah, it's probably because of your toddler as well.
Yes.
Which also, you also had COVID, right?
We did, yes.
So that just adds a layer to it all.
Yeah, we were very lucky. My daughter had it, and we really didn't even know that she had it. She had like a bad cold. And then it wasn't until I tested positive while taking care of her that we kind of figured out that she had it as well. And I was lucky as well. I had a bad cold. I was down for about a week and we were good. So
that is lucky. And we're so happy to hear that you guys are good. You're doing well. Like I said, you're glowing. Does your little one know that a little baby brother's coming?
She's definitely aware of my belly, which I don't know if it makes me self-conscious or I love it. Because she's always like poking at my belly now and like pointing at it. And we've tried to like associate my belly with baby. And she definitely knows like what baby is because we have a lot of nephews and nieces who are really, really young. So I think she's starting to maybe grasp the concept, but she's also 1.5 years, so she probably has no idea.
But I'm sure she's going to be the best big sister.
She is. She's obsessed with babies. She's obsessed with kids. She loves being around other people. She got to meet our nephew for the first time a couple weeks ago, and he was a week old, and she couldn't stop kissing him, and she wanted to like touch him and hold him. And so, yeah, I think she's going to be an amazing big sister.
And how are you feeling? I mean, baby number 2, you got 2 months, but you're going to be a mother of 2.
I feel like I'm in denial. I went and had like another OB appointment, and she's like, yeah, we're in 3rd trimester. And I was like, wait, I'm going to have another kid? I still am in denial that I have 1 kid, but I'm excited. I love our growing family. I love my baby girl so much. She's the light of my life. So bring on the chaos, I guess.
And it's a boy this time around. Because I will say, I feel like you and Andrew, especially Andrew, he's such a girl dad.
He is.
So now we're adding a boy to the mix.
Yes, and I have no idea what to do with a boy. When I was pregnant with my daughter, we didn't find out what the gender was until she was born. We were surprised. And I swore I was meant to be just a boy mom and I would never have girls. I swore I would never buy something pink or have like a Barbie or anything. And now it looks like my house, like Barbie threw up in our house. I've really just embraced everything girly. But with a boy, my husband is the perfect girl dad, but I also think he's just the perfect dad. He loves being a kid. He loves playing and roughhousing and just being that kind of goofy side. So even though I'm intimidated by a boy, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
You guys are going to have the cutest family.
Oh, thank you.
It's so cute. Now, do you have a name picked out or any ideas of a name?
We don't. So we were convinced this little guy was going to be a girl. So we had a girl name locked in, and boys' names for some reason are really hard for us. We have a couple ideas all within like our family tree names, which is kind of how we named Drew. But we're not locked in at all.
So you might see him and you're like, oh, he's a so-and-so instead of what I was thinking.
I think we'll go to the hospital with like 4 or 5 names and then whenever we have to write it down on a piece of paper, we'll be like, I think it's going to be this one.
Yeah. We'll just go with this one. He looks like this one. That is so
Yeah.
funny. Now, motherhood, I'm not motherhood, you're already a mother, but Mother's Day, which is
Yes.
celebrating motherhood, is around the corner. So do you guys have any special plans? I would imagine your hubby is going to spoil you.
I don't know the plans yet, but I would expect so. We're staying in town, and we're actually going to celebrate Mother's Day with my mom as well. So multi-generational Mother's Day. And he already surprised me with like a 2-hour long prenatal massage that he found. He's like, one night he came home from like work, and he was like, okay, babe, I've got Drew. You've got the night off. You have to go to this location, put on your stuff for a massage. And I was like, this is amazing.
That sounds heavenly. That's like the
Yeah.
perfect gift, honestly.
Yes.
The perfect gift. Now, because Mother's Day is around the corner, we want to ask what your favorite part of motherhood is for you.
Oh my goodness. My favorite part? Everything. And that sounds cliche because it's not all fun and games, but my daughter is truly the light of my life, and getting a smile from her, getting a hug from her, when she blows me a kiss, when she comes running to me, it's just, it fills my soul with joy. She's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. And I love all of it.
It's so sweet. And you're just going to have even more and more love in 2 months.
I don't know how it's even possible, but I can't wait.
That is so fun. But I know you recently opened up on Instagram about the feeling of mom guilt, which I'm sure every mother has. Does it happen to you a lot, or just here and there?
No, it happens. I feel like it happens to every mom every single day. I feel like the hardest part about being a mom is that you feel like you have to take care of everybody. And when it's your baby, you feel like there's no room for error because it's a child and it's you're human. And I feel like as a mom, I put so much pressure on myself to be perfect and to make sure that every decision I make for my daughter is the absolute perfect one. And in reality, there's no way to know what's right and wrong, and there's no way to know what's best for her versus someone else, and there's so many opinions. So yeah, I deal with mom guilt a lot. I think every mom does. But it's just realizing at the end of the day that I'm doing my best for my daughter. I'm trying to equip myself with the best information and education and like make good decisions as best as I can. And yeah, it's a struggle, but I think it's the only way you get through it is like leaning on another mom and being like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. And another mom's like, oh, it happens a million times. You're fine.
I was about to say, I feel like that's like the go-to thing to get past it, because every mom feels that way. And I'm sure once you have the second baby, you're not even gonna have time to think about that.
No, I think hopefully the second one's easier, but it probably won't be. Who knows?
Who knows? And I'm sure also, do you think you want to expand? I know you're pregnant and you still have 2 months to go, so you're probably like, do not even ask me this. But do you think you would want even more kids, or you're like, let's just see how number 2 is?
When we found out we were having a boy, it kind of changed the game. I thought I definitely wanted one more. I thought I'd be a parent to 3. I'm an only child. My husband is one of 5. So we've always kind of wanted a bigger family. Not 5, but 3. But as soon as we found out we were having a boy, I was like, I don't know, 1 boy, 1 girl. Like I could be good. We could be good and just like stop here. 1 per parent, so we're not outnumbered.
I have a brother, and then it's just me, and it's great. So
good to know.
Yes,
okay.
It's totally great. But before I let you go, I do want to ask about your work with March of Dimes, because I know, being involved in this charity is so meaningful. So tell us a little bit about it and why you want to be involved in it.
Yeah. So I was actually a March of Dimes baby myself. I had a lot of complications as a kid, or at birth. And March of Dimes is actually one of the support systems my mom used to kind of get through everything that I was going through. I was a preemie. I was pronounced dead at birth. I was told I would never walk or live a normal life. And I just had so many complications. And I ended up being this miracle baby. And my mom really kind of leaned on March of Dimes to like get education and support and community. And then come full circle with my daughter, we had some pregnancy scares and some complications. And I remember just going to their website and actually having a resource there already because of my mom, that I ended up reaching out for like education and support. And so when they reached out to kind of get this awareness out for mom's mental health, I was like, absolutely. You guys do so much great work in supporting moms in every way, shape, or form. I think it's amazing for any mom to kind of reach out for.